Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Neremik. Welcome back to more of Animal Crossing Let's Go to the City and Lost City Folk. We're back, and I figured out what we're doing this episode. So if you didn't watch last episode, you may think we're in a bit of a weird spot here. As you know, our overarching goal at the minute is to get a perfect town. The issue with... Okay, 2 bells of interest, phenomenal. The issue is, basically, the way we go about getting flowers is really dull and boring. We keep Nookers-Lookingtons, we buy flowers, we dump them on the ground, and then any loose flowers, like these fine bachelorettes here, we stuff in our pockets and drawers at home. We do that enough times until we've got about 160-ish flowers, and then we plant them all at once. The issue with that being is that our flower yield per episode is like 15. Like, maybe a bit more, depending on how nice the game wants to be. We found a lot of kind of freely out and about flowers here right now. Guarantee the rest of the episode ain't going to be looking so chuffy. So, I'm thinking in the back of my mind what exactly we can go about doing with that. And the first thing is simple. We need to buy out... Okay, my Wii remote fell on the floor. Yeah, we got a whole strat here. So first things first, every single week we need to keep in with what we're doing. And that is selling out Nook's flower stock. It is insanely good. I will take 7 free flowers, I believe that is, plus everything else around the town. But that said, obviously, a bit more we gotta do, and that's pick up the stuff outside. And literally, unless I want to hop on Weemify and, to a point, cheat, we have to play by those rules, because we can't, unfortunately, play fast and loose with this like we could in New Horizons. There's a very weird limitation in games prior to New Leaf, or maybe New Horizons. You couldn't very easily breed flowers. Yeah. So, we need a gold watering can. Not perfect town status, just the gold watering can in order to breed flowers. Which is helpful, because if you breed flowers, there's a chance for you to get a new flower from putting a few together every single day. Which can get quite exponential quite fast. But as we don't have that, we're stuck with good old methods of selling out Nook, deforesting our towns for the flowers that do spawn in random we don't will, and repeat. So basically, nothing about the format is changing, just the way we're going about it is. But I actually have some horrifying news for this series. Because, you know, yeah, I understand the formula here isn't going to be the most phenomenal thing to everyone. But I do want to get into a bit of this series' history, because I do feel it's important. In case you don't know, every single one of my Animal Crossing towns has been named after a cat I've owned. And the second I've heard that, I'm sure some of you know exactly what I'm going to say about this. To cut a story short, this town, it came out in a time when I was like, well, year 7 or year 8, I think it was year 8. And in that time, kind of popular within my very small group of school friends, was just these few images of my aunt's cat. And that cat was called Toffee. To a point, it is kind of what... it is what inspired the name of the town, ultimately. And yeah, as of yesterday, I never knew the cat personally, I didn't live with it, it was just kind of this thing. It wasn't a thing, I met it a few times, it dislikes me every single time, I've still got a few photos with it. But, yeah. Toffee, unfortunately, for those of you vested in the series, is no more. The series did, in fact, outlive the thing to a point, was its namesake. Which sucks, because I never even knew it personally, but it feels weird. Like, I know I shouldn't be mourning something that isn't mine, but it is very weird, given this entire series has gone by. And it's like... Now something... Like, you think about the series, right, and you think, oh, you know, the town that's called Toffee. It's like... Yeah, no, to a point, that little silly little goblin creature, however you want to call it, was an integral part of this series, and now it's not here, weirdly. So I just want to pour one out for Toffee. Big up you. 19 is immense. And thank you for allowing me to... Well, not allowing me, but thank you for inspiring me to name a town in your honour, which has now outlived you, and has gone on to reach exponentially more people than I ever would have imagined, because quite honestly, that is crazy, and even if an image of you has never directly appeared in the series, I personally think that is one hell of a legacy to leave behind, even if the cat owner has no idea of this. As you do. As you do. But yeah, so, weird. But, yeah, I should probably get into the format change. It's still going to be 23-minute episodes, but we're going to shake things up by Now, this is going to be a controversial opinion. Speaking to the villagers. I know someone's jaw is on the floor in how low expectations I got for the series. Like, we're going to speak to her and actually remember what her name is over the next few episodes. We're going to interact with the villagers from a pure necessity standpoint of otherwise this series will get too boring. And to a point, it's overdue. And I think also, again, this is literally, I think yesterday was the day Toffee Cat finally did perish. But I figured, you know what? Even if you guys can't know the cat, you can know the town it was named after. No, you can know the town which was named after the cat. How are you doing, Yuka? Well, no, that can't really be Yuka. I haven't seen you in a while, have I? Were you travelling or just really busy? Either way, it's good to see you again. And you're not going to say anything else, though. Come to think of it, there's something I wanted to tell you. Would you mind delivering a little present for me? Oh, sure. I'm just getting so crazy with my full to-do list. Please take this to Victoria. It's going to force me to remember where people's houses are. Any time today should suffice. I'm down for doing a little bit of a run, why not? Force me to go through the town like I would anyway, but, you know, get a bit of an interaction going here. Again, hopefully you guys don't mind the format change. I would heavily... Okay, oh, wait there, fair enough by me. You get to see some flowers. But yeah, no, hopefully you guys don't mind the format change of this, essentially. Instead of us having an overarching goal, it is just, basically, do a lap of the town, speak to villagers, do errands, and while we do the errands, after we've, you know, bought Nook stuff and dumped it on the ground, it is literally a matter of just grab flour, dump flour in-house. So basically, we turn it into a bit of a social simulator, because there's really not much else we can do, unfortunately. Oh, that's really annoying. Best thing I can do right now... Give me a... Oh, we can still do the fountain. Do we do it on the way to Victoria or the way back? I don't know. Either way, I do see you, Octavian, so what is crack-a-lacking with you, my birthday buddy? Still insane you moved in by pure chance, but it is how it is. So, oh, Childy, I'm glad you're back. You won't believe what's been going on. Since you've been gone for so long, folks have been gone wild, spreading rumour after rumour. It's crazy. One that I heard said you were searching foreign shores for a legendary spiced chai. Another claimed you're in some retreat making a shredder. Nuts, huh? If I were you, would check around town and clear this stuff up, dude. Fortunately, that is the aim of this episode. We're gonna get a lot of dialogue about us not being present for a few months, because to an end, we were too busy counting trees and yanking flowers. But, you know, if we get all the introductions out of the way this time, we might get some interesting conversations going next time. Only person we've consistently spoken to over the last couple of weeks has been Serena and Nook. And Rover, if you want to count him. So, hey, let me ask you something, though. How do I look today? Don't you think I look completely different? Big change. Huh? No. I get one little wrinkle and everyone notices? Oh, I get it. Everyone expects the goddess to be flawless. Thanks for being honest with me. If you hadn't told me, I would have gone along with my day and been completely embarrassed. I admit I was a little mad about you throwing that axe at me, but actually, you're pretty cool. I think I'll even give you a little reward just for being cool. So, what do you want? I'm going to say nothing to be chivalrous. Really? Come on now, you don't have to be shy. Oh well, I don't want to pressure you or anything, that'd be a little ungoddess-like. I guess I'll just leave your choice alone. But bye now, you are mean. Felt like we got somewhere with that though. That was a rarer prompt, but yeah. It's how it is. So, anyway, this is Victoria, is it not? And Victoria is out. Okay, the flower spawning logic here is really confusing me, because we find none for most of the town, then we get like little clumps here and there, but you are Victoria, aren't you? You are awake. Out for a bit. Okay, good. But for a reassurance, if you will, now you should be within the vicinity of your house. Just Victoria, that's the horse, isn't it? So where would you be then, Victoria? What's going on here though? So 9th of April, we just missed Bunny Day. I was unfortunately working yesterday on Easter. Worked my work's Easter party though, which funnily enough, of course, like most places of employment, we have a Facebook page, like a local little place. But what I found really funny is that there are, like, the Easter Bunny had, like, a few photos taken. I guess it was a kid's party, some guy dressed up and what have you. Cool, fine beans. But I was working the bar, and the angle of which this photo was taken, which is really funny to me, not how funny it is to anyone else, but the two biggest people in this photo are the Easter Bunny and then me mid-unloading the dishwasher. And like, I'm just completely oblivious to the facts they're there. Oh, right, well, hello, Anchor. You know what? Okay, Victoria ain't round here. Oh, shit, again, gotta keep nabbing these weeds. They're another thing we kind of gotta do passively this, in this little stint. But nab you, and we'll go inside to speak to whoever's here. But, oh, it's you, kiddo. I haven't seen you for a while. Achoo! So, had a good time being away? As for me, well, it's looking fabulous. Damn right, according to certain circles on the internet. But yeah, I just found it funny. Like, I like my own workplace on Facebook. Like any of you will find it, so I can do that in confidence. But yeah, so I got it pop up. I was like, it's me there, half emptying the dishwasher. Hell yeah. Daniel. Oh, Daniel, I made so many wishes on many stars that I could see you again. I don't suppose you told me what you've been up to for the past, how many months was it? 4? And the way you just came up and started talking like no time had passed. Well, it's nice to know you think our friendship is timeless, Bow Wow. I am the worst friend ever. Again, these are just the cursory things. Do the task for Yuka and find Victoria wherever she may be in town, and just get the reintroductions over and done with. And there you are. Knew you were a horse. Oh my gosh, it's Daniel. This is like the surprise of the century. Where have you been? And like, who are you with? And oh wait, what were you doing? I was crazy worried about you, Sugar Cube. Don't you ever leave again, ever. Well, speak to you immediately. So you like giving your best all day, Sugar Cube? Here for you. And a present from Yuka. Oh, something from old Yuka. Gee, this is a nice surprise, Sugar Cube. A fishbone shirt. Well, I guess it's nice for a change of pace. Yeah, this will be just fine. Time to check this out. This looks so unfitting on you. Ooh, gracias, Daniel. And please be sure to let Yuka know that I liked it, Sugar Cube. I most certainly will, because I believe Yuka will give me something in place of that. Which maybe we sell for money, maybe we do not. Who are we to know? Who are we to know? Anyway, oh, accidentally told 3 of those. Can't say I'm surprised. It was going to happen eventually. Shame. Anyways, what else is going on in the world of Neremik? Honestly, not much. Just like boring university work upgrades. I got a grade back, and I looked at the grade, and it was like 2 AM, and I thought, nice. This is the 5th A- this year. Which is like, I really shouldn't have the reaction, because I know A-minuses are generally quite highly regarded, but like, eventually you get to a point of seeing them, and you're like, another A-. Who would have guessed? What a surprise. It's like, I need to stop doing that, because if I get complacent for next year, I will perish. Oh, I just had an idea, but first we'll speak to Yuka. Need something, Daniel? Package delivered. Thanks for giving that to Victoria, but here's what I'm really waiting for. Did she like it? Loved it. Well, I'm not surprised. Who can resist a wonderful gift from me? Oh, your reward. Please accept blue flooring. So unorthodox, I'll give you that. Thanks for your devoted assistance. That's going straight to Nooks. Again, I'm all but too happy with how our house looks now, so that can get sold ASAP. That said, we've probably got a bit more poaching to do for flowers, but generally I don't see us getting a full inventory here, so I think run to Nooks, sell. Then there's somebody up near my... Oh! Speak of the devil and he will appear. That's something we can talk about. But first, I was talking about school things, so I'll get that out of the way. Basically, TLDR, next year I have to write my very own research paper. I have to kind of build a game to support it, but basically I get to write my own research paper and do a little bit of research, come up with some conclusions and yada yada. And I've just realised I'm in the very fortunate position in which I can make a YouTube video out of that. And how it is, at least in my university, it's quite a small university, at least in the computing department is. Basically, us as second years, and to a point the first years, we just get hammered. Not drunk, well we do, but like, basically, our university will just throw us survey after survey after survey from the third years who are doing their big research paper. We call it a dissertation. And, well, to a point, I will probably need to do a survey to get opinions on something, whether it's a game I make or opinions on games in general, stuff like that. But I'm in the fortunate position where, I believe, to my knowledge, so long as I can do it in a manner in which doesn't compromise my privacy, that'd be my main concern, because I don't understand the full logistics, so I'll have to do a tad bit of research, or do it on like a more generalized topic to where you won't be able to discern what my last name was. Shockingly, I am quite happy with my privacy. Well, we share a lot in this series, but my last name and address certainly ain't one of them, so I want to kind of keep it that way, play the precautions right and all that jazz. But I think turning it into a YouTube video would be quite interesting, because the survey portion of it, I'm not sure how interested you guys would be, but I know if I did it on Animal Crossing, well, I mean, to be fair, again, the more responses I get, the way more helpful I assume it would be for that project. So it's in the back of my mind, like, if I were to do this on Animal Crossing or another game series, I think people would be able to chime in with, I don't remember seeing you. I'm just going to check this corner for flowers and we'll speak to you. But I think definitely doing a survey and tailoring it to specific interests that at least a good portion of the channel's viewers would have an interest in, I think wouldn't be too bad an idea. Hey, oh, how you doing? Whoa, Daniel, oh my gosh, like, what's with the sudden appearance? You're like one of those magicians who appears in a big old poofy cloud of smoke or whatever. Oh, and, long time no see. We haven't seen each other in forever, so that's how, like, we should greet each other. Hell yeah. And then you, Mr. Monkey Man, I see you. What is your deal? Simon. Whoa, Daniel, hasn't it been like 3 weeks since I hammered at you last? Zook. Gosh, time really flies when you're sitting around playing video games. You have no idea, I'm on Easter break and I've done no university work yet. So what have you been up to, Zazook? Chilling at home. To an obscene degree. What? For that long? I'm all for kicking back, but it's not good to be such a hermit. That one cuts deep. Unless you're doing something special, like laundry or something, then I guess it's cool. I'm just happy to see your face again. I'm happy to see your face too, although I can't tell whether you're wearing face paint or you just come in that variety. I don't know. I'm not a monkey expert. But yeah, no, that's the thing about the survey. It's like, I think definitely, if I play my cards right, I could definitely get some of you guys involved with that. It would have to be anonymous, but I think just, like, the entire prospect of me sending out a survey to my channel to be like, here's my university thesis. You know, I think it'd be funny to get channel input on that, and like my lecturer would be there like, why the fuck do you have 200 responses? And I'm like, please don't ask. Actually, oh, okay, I'll speak to you, and then I'll say that. Hey there, champ, long time no see. Yeah. It's been weeks since I saw you last, right? I mean, at least 4. Maybe it shows me, but you look like you really grew apart during that time. I have done nothing the last 4 weeks in relation to schoolwork. Yeah, no, side thought. I uploaded one of my, because we have to do video portions, some of our things. Usually I upload them to Google Drive, but because I was running late, I wasn't running late, but it was running close to the deadline, I may or may not have uploaded one of my video reflection log things to Neremik 1. So there's a chance my teacher may see that and watch a video, which is kind of funny. So anyway, Shildy, can I talk to you for a sec? You know how I was making kids cry because my face is so scary? Well, I'd like to be the kind of guy who can at least say hello without upsetting children. Do you know any nice greens that keep the good kiddies in the mood? I'll leave it to me. Yeah, I knew you were the right person to ask, Shildy. I gotcha. So you're an octopus. Which means we're going to have to start it with Z. Then I think we're going to play tribute with a Z-U. Then Zuck. Nothing says kid-friendly like a big old Mark Zuckerberg. Zuck. Like that? Yeah, that's it. Alright, Zuck. That might just work, dude. I'll start trying that out, starting with the folks in town. Dude. That one's getting saved. Yeah. Hello, tutor, if you're watching this after finding this through my assignment module that will not be named, as that can allow people to figure out the university I go to. As if, you know, I didn't accidentally almost do that in Train Travesty 4. I mean, what? Anyway, we got a house up here, don't we? We do. Yeah, I do have the other through my thought. I will get to that. We'll just speak to whoever's in here and anyone else we can find hiding around. Actually, we'll count and see who we can recall not speaking. Well, I suppose today was as good a day as any for us to check in on anyone, because otherwise I would have missed you. I mean, it's weird. You've always been like a B tier character, but now you're in boxes. Swack. Yeah, it's Chill D. Sweet timing for a bit. So I'm going to be packing up and moving. It'd be a waste to keep biceps like these in one town. Be sure to tell everyone how burly I looked when I hit the road for a bit. Huh. Of all the days to do a more social episode, it was this one. Huh. Let's go put some files in the basement, and then we'll do a bit more running around. Okay, and I've got a Discord DM, because of course people love to DM Mr. Neremik when he's recording, and like never at any other time of the day. It's a curse. And that stems back into what I was mentioning earlier and got sidetracked on. There were 2 things. I was saying, like, complaining you will receive. It's like a thing that I started with, like, me and a few of my friends. OBS is really lagging. Are we okay? I don't know what OBS just did there, but it was stuck on, like, 19 minutes 6 seconds, and then you weird piece of software. Anyway, as I was saying, I don't know how much it got cut off there. Basically, let's put some files while we say this. Oh, can fit you on here. Basically, I've got like two, like I call them rules of the universe, and like it's just stuff that like I found happens like incidentally, but it's always funny when it does. And the first one is complaining you will receive. Like, and I'm not sure how this started, it must have been when I was ordering food, but I complained, well, it's a general thing, but like, usually it is complaining if something takes too long. It's like, oh, this is taking forever, or why isn't this person here yet? Any comment of that variety will cause that thing in mention to appear quickly. Without fail, it is terrifying. And the second one is something that I established recently. It's like an overall set. The second one is another thing I've noticed. When a friend of mine goes away, specifically it can be a vacation or a holiday, or basically if they just go away for a decently extended period of time with either lacking Wi-Fi, intermittent Wi-Fi, or no Wi-Fi access, so they can't keep up with news, except through like weirdish means, without fail, something important to either them, me, or the both of us will be announced. And this happened, or leaked. This literally happened the other day. Like, the first time this happened, by the way, you guys will love, because it references Animal Crossing. Oh, a coconut nut. On key, I know. Actually, oh, we should hit the roast. Yeah, that's definitely how you meant to say those words. Roast. Yeah, we'll hit the roast. But, as I was saying, so the first time this happened, in year 11, because of the type of school we were at, some people got to go on a bit of a religious retreat for a week, whereas the other people stayed back, and I want to say furthered their education, but because most of the smart kids went on, which most of the kids in general in the year, of which was like 100 people, there was like 10 to 15 people in the entire year group left. So when I say furthered our education, it was colouring in and watching like Shrek 2 or Titanic in English class. Fun week, and I didn't have to pay any more than those guys did. In fact, I paid nothing, because education's free. But basically, they went away, and one of my friends, Mini Candy, went on this trip. And then, a Nintendo Direct happened, and in it, the first proper footage of, well, not footage, but the first announcement of New Horizons, or what would become New Horizons, was shown. And I went mental, because Mini Candy did not have any access to, well, internet. So, I messaged one of my other good friends. They've appeared on the channel a few times. If you're familiar with the top 25 Neremik moments, or facts, whatever I called that sub-special, it's the one that called me gay in the comments to that one GTA video, so, you know, we get there. It's a consistent through line. They also appeared in, like, one Glitch Vision video, so, you know, everyone here is intertwined with the channel. But I messaged them, because I knew they had my phone on them, and I was like, can you pass a quick, like, a message on? And I sent them the screenshots that I took of the Direct, and I'm like, can you tell them they just announced a new Animal Crossing game? Because I think they were either out of data or hadn't taken their phone. But I got a message back a few hours later, because it was like 11 PM, so it was like curfew time. But I got a message back in the morning, and I said, I told them, and they screamed. And then, obviously, when they got back, we talked about it to no end, like we were hyped as anything. And just the other day, one of my friends, who I'm sure you've seen on the channel a few times, we play Fall Guys, and they're meant to be co-commentating Mega Man. Yeah, pretty consistent. Not Wyatt, but Ben/Coda, for those unacquainted. Name changed. But they are currently off on a cruise ship. I'm just going to count through these. Is there anyone... Ruby, try and find you, because I think you're the only... Ruby and Dina. Dina's down there. We'll hunt for Dina. But, basically, they're on a cruise. And, again, you have to pay an exorbitant amount for Wi-Fi. Data's limited because you're in the middle of the ocean. It's a bit bleh. It's just how it be. The fun thing is, though, that, there was a kind of slight, somewhat leak that, a Persona 3 remake was in production, with, like, decent enough looking footage from apparently 2 years ago, and it released in the same role that kind of confirmed some old Sonic Frontiers leaks and some Jet Set Radio leaks, and then people found a web domain, and it was all but confirmed, and I couldn't reach them because they were on a cruise ship, and it kind of cemented the rule as like, okay, if one of my friends is on holiday, something from a franchise that we both like will get announced completely out of the blue, which is like, it happened twice, it's a rule at this point. Anyway. Well, dearie, long time no see. What's new, woo-woo? I know it's been a while and all, but you look so different from last time I saw you. Anyway, I know there's a lot for you and me to catch up on, but I don't want to keep you, and I'm sure you've got tons of other people to track down, woo-woo. Everyone's going to be so psyched to hear you're back in town. Oh, I sure hope so. Also, sorry, I've been like rambling so much this episode. Speaking of villagers, shockingly derails the normal, like, constant 100% control I have over dialogue in these videos. Huge shout out to Vague Wyatt. The other person, like the three people I've consistently collaborated with on the channel, Mini Candy, Coda, and Wyatt. Yeah, I was like, they've all mentioned in this episode. Are you asleep? And you're out for a bit, but I haven't seen you. Weird. Yeah, no, huge shout out to Wyatt, by the way, because it's currently April 10th and his birthday. Shout out to you. Hope you have a good day, dude. And I think that's everything. Again, our introductions are done, our flowers are stored away. There's really not much else we can do now other than just keep at this. Although, I have to say, for all my doubts I had about a switch in formula, I most certainly think this wasn't as bad an episode as it could have been. Dare I say, more fun than the ones where we're just running around with a goal in mind. And of course next time, if we record it soon enough, keep up with the flower thing, but also we can get some actual conversations going that don't consist of just, oh shit, we still need to speak to Yuka. Okay, never mind. No, we did speak to Yuka, never mind. I forgot. Get him next time. But yeah, I think I'm going to end this one here. And yeah, I might try and record something else after this as well, because the day is still young. Oh. This episode really doesn't want me to end it. Why? Why? Have you got some ulterior motive? Are you trying to, like, hold me in the recording while something I like gets announced? I don't know. They're weird like that. Who knows? Yeah, I think on this one here. So if you have enjoyed, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. It all helps out a bunch, lets me know you want to see more of this and all that good stuff. But until next time, we'll all said and all that aside, thanks for watching, guys. My name's been Neremik, and peace out.